Hello. Today is February 21st, 2019. Excuse me. Hope you're well. Um Today we're going to talk about learning and growing again because those are things that hopefully we're doing. We're always moving in some direction, and sometimes it takes a while for us to learn the lessons that we need to learn and to grow. But anyway, that's what we're going to talk about because, I'm at a point right now where it feels like the learning and the growing is a different thing altogether now. Yeah, that's a guy riding by on what looks kind of like a big old tricycle. Anyway, with his music playing. It just feels like it's okay, you know what? Do I have to put the windows up here? Oh, goodness. He just showed up. Like, wow. Hold on. It's not okay, dude. I can still hear it with the windows up. It's just bumping. How you gonna come to a park with all the little kids and the families and stuff? And, oh well. He's not hurting anyone, I guess. Anyway, for the third time, it's just something really different now. It's like, we'll use that analogy of learning the ABCs. I was learning the alphabet, and you learn what they look like, you learn what sounds they make, you learn what words they make together, and it's just, I don't know, it's just, no, that was a crummy illustration. Because this is not like anything, I can't even think of an illustration for this. I suppose the one illustration that's coming to me is training to become a firefighter. I feel like all of the learning, the quote learning and quote growing that's happened for me has been that training to become a firefighter. And now the training's done. And it was extensive, and it was involved, and it took a long time. And now the training manual has been snatched out of my hands, and all that kind of stuff. And now it's like, okay, we're going in the field. And basically, I'm standing here, and I'm looking at a blazing fire in front of me. And it's showtime. And that's what I mean by this whole learning and growing thing has completely changed. Like, the slate is wiped clean from whatever I thought I was learning and however I thought I was growing before. It's like, yeah, okay, well, good for you. On to phase 2 now. Because this shit right here, oh my God. Excuse me. Oh. It's crazy. It's crazy. I can't even right now articulate where I'm at. It's just like what we said. Showtime. And it's it's all well and good to know stuff or to think you know stuff, to learn things, to have some understanding, to come to some awareness about what you are in this place and what might be actually going on. But then to just kind of be dropped right into it and say, okay, get going. I'm feeling a bit forlorn right now, because all the stuff that's been helpful in this journey so far is not going to work now. Is because there was still, so now we're gonna move direction a bit in this. Up to this point, it's been a lot of mind stuff in a good way. A lot of thinking about and contemplating and really just like really preparing, but it's been in the head. It hasn't been, there have been some situations, there's always situations where we can apply the things we're learning, but what is this dude doing? He's like laying in the car next to me. I don't know if he's taking selfies or, okay, weird. Anyway, totally threw off whatever I was saying. Threw me off completely. I wasn't expecting to see dude lying in the car with the seat down, and I don't know what the heck's going on over there. I'm not gonna look over there anymore. I might see something I can't unsee. Okay, so yeah, just recently I've been coming to some awareness that it's going to be more and more and more of a heart thing, of a knowing from within your heart thing, and less of a knowing from your head thing, or my head, of understanding things on an intellectual level. It's like that's being faded out. But that's always been, when you have to make a decision, just think about it. When you have to make a decision, you think about it. And you think about, you weigh in all the factors. You're thinking about the pros and the cons and this and that. And what it seems like is happening now is like, no, you're not doing that no more. Crazy, right? That's what I'm saying. This is freaking crazy. Like, no, you don't need to be weighing no pros and cons anymore, okay? It's almost like we're getting to a place where we've been kind of dabbling in trusting our intuition, I guess, our deep, deep knowing. We've just been kind of putting our toes in the water and that, just like, oh, okay, yeah, all right, so yeah. The world didn't explode. I'm still here. Life is continuing. Okay, I guess that's good. And we're having situations come up, from time to time in our growth where we're learning to trust in that thing. And I guess we get to a place where it's like, okay, you've had enough of these little circumstances come up to experience the truthfulness of the benefits of trusting that your higher self, I guess. And so now you won't be needing this anymore. Thank you very much. And they take away my training manual and say, okay, so from now on, Your mind's going to screw you up. And I'm not saying, by the way, folks, that this is where we all are. We're not all in the same place at the same time. We're all learning different lessons at different times according to our experience. And so what I'm speaking about now is where I'm at. And maybe some of you are too. So it's just like, okay, this is really, really going to be a tough one. I'm telling you. I already know it because I've got situations happening right now where I can see that trying to go back to the old way is only going to screw me over, because I'm already aware that I'm not supposed to do that, first of all, and because it won't work anymore, because we've entered an arena now where the mind, it's beyond what the mind can do to assist. It's completely, totally, 100% a different place. Not literal place, but, you know, semantics. And I'm realizing right now that trying to contemplate some of these situations that are happening in my experience right now is just giving me a big old headache. I feel like I'm running around. My brain is going around in circles because it's time to let go of that. It's not, excuse my tummy, I haven't eaten yet. We're done with that. And now being called on to just move in the flow. Like really just move in the flow. And trust, because you know deep inside now that it's not going to lead you somewhere that's not where you need to be. But it's just, it's like I said, it's crazy because letting go of some of that, letting go of that control. And it is a degree of control when we're still trying to work it out. How do we say this? It's not that we still have, all right, have a clear thought. We still need to have a game plan for moving around in this place. You can't just be walking around all willy-nilly like nothing exists and nothing matters. We still have to use our brain to think to some extent. But once we've applied ourselves, and we'll get to know when we've applied ourselves to the point that is appropriate, then we have to stop. And we have to trust now things are going to move in the direction that is going to be best for me, you know. Not overworking it, not overthinking it, not stressing out, not being, that also includes not being concerned with the details of the goings on in this place. Even the ones that affect our existence in this place, we can't be, they'll overwhelm us now because that's just because. We can't, we do what we can do to exist here, but we don't fret over the things that we don't have any control over, and we don't use the mind at all beyond what it's supposed to be used for. in which we just described. And this kind of mulling things over in our brain and our mind and trying to make sense of this, that, and the other thing, that's yesterday. We're not supposed to be, or I'm not supposed to be doing that anymore. Just do what I can do and leave the details of the who, what, where, when, why, leave it alone. Especially when it comes to other people and what they're doing, the decisions and choices they're making, that'll get us. Right now, it's just going to be a challenge to get on in this new way. So this is coming on 16 minutes, so we're going to close it up. But so yeah, that's what's going on right now, at least in my neck of the woods. And so that's that. As always, we wish you much love. Bye.